The President, Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOWA, Mrs. Oghogho Gwabin Musa, has made a bold statement on sexual exploitation and abuse. Speaking at the General Gabriel Abayomi Olonisakin Multipurpose Auditorium in Mogadishu Barracks, Abuja, where she marked her one-year anniversary as President of DEPOWA with a call to action.
The menace of sexual exploitation and abuse is prevalent in our society. Many occurrences go unreported, and the barracks community and its environs are not exempted. Today, we have an opportunity to discuss this, and we echo the voice of Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General, in stating that, and I quote, sexual exploitation and abuse have no place in our society. We recognize the severity of the consequences, and we aim to work towards reducing its prevalence within our communities and immediate environs. We also thought it necessary to sensitize the youth on the menace of drug abuse and how to avoid it so they can have a promising future. In all of this, it is important to know who you are, know what you want to achieve in life, and develop some personal values that will guide you into achieving your goals.
Mrs. Musa's vision for DEPOWA is to empower women and girls to become productive contributors to society, driven by a deep sense of values and hard work.
We saw the need that this should be done because we've been hearing reports here and there, and then to mark my 1 year before we go further, as you heard earlier, we have plans in place to reach out to different schools, but we wanted to start with this just to enlighten people more, and then to see to it that some of these things are really reduced because it has become, I don't know how to even explain it, and because you'll be hearing a lot, and you can see with the questions the children were asking, you see that it's something that we really need to tackle, or else it will go out of place and out of hand.
The colorful event featured insightful presentations from resource persons who spoke on the dangers of drug abuse and sexual exploitation.
Today, we actually spoke to the teenagers about drug abuse for them to understand that there are dangers in using drugs and it's quite detrimental to their health. We also went ahead to talk to them about how to prevent drug addiction or how to prevent use of drugs, the coping strategies they should use. And finally, they were charged to take charge of their lives, being responsible for their own health, that regardless of the risk factors, regardless of the things that may play out against them to make them predisposed to use of drugs, that they should take that stance to refuse drugs because of the sake of their own health. So in essence, is to tell them to be responsible for your own life, and there are so many untapped dreams ahead of you, which use of drugs can actually cut short.
As the POA begins its second year under Mrs. Musa's leadership, the association is poised to continue making a difference in the barracks community and beyond, while empowering women and girls towards creating a more equitable society. From the Mogadishu Cantonment, Abuja, this is Lawrence Audu.